instrumental that this gentleman made. And then he heard my wife sing. And he knew he wanted to put words to it. So what happened is he wrote that words to that song within minutes because it was divinely inspired. This happened to Noel. So that song was about a father passing on and being in the spirit world in heaven and just letting his children know that he's there. While you dream, while you breathe, just know I'm there. And so my wife sang that song, and I want to have you stand up and come up here for a second. I always put her on the spot in the beginning because it's great. For those of you who were there when I proposed, that was also special. So I'm about to embark in this journey of knowing what it feels like to have a child and know that my life will never be the same when Noel and Nathaniel was born into this world. I don't know what it's going to be like, because as my brother says over and over and over again, Scott, no matter how many times you think you can conceptualize it, until they put the baby in your hands and your arms, you've never felt anything like that. So I'm very excited about this process, and we talk to Noel and Nathaniel all the time, and it's really special and really beautiful. And I was driving up here this morning, and I heard someone speaking on 99.1, it's a local station around here. And he was saying that the true definition of humility is not thinking less of yourself. It just really is thinking less of yourself more. And what he meant by that was, and it's Christian radio, it's a Christian station. So what he meant like that was that we're the crowning creation, the pinnacle of creation in the Christian paradigm. We are the crowning glory of God's glory. And so what he meant was not to play into, oh, I'm not worthy, I'm not this, I'm not that. What he meant was know that you're a child of God. Know what's inside your flesh and blood. Know your spirit. And know that God is working through you and in you, and how powerful that really is, and how powerful you really are. So now that you know that, all your needs are taken care of. You don't have to worry and worry and worry. Have faith and step forward and know that everything will work out. You know, as a scriptural, God will work all things out for the good. It's just having faith, knowing that everything is going to be good. So with that said, what he meant was, once you know that you're taken care of, he meant serve others more. Meaning, the true definition of humility isn't thinking less of yourself. That's what I meant to say. Thinking less of yourself, it's thinking less of you more and more for others. And so, I know that that's going to happen for me with this baby, because it's just self-evident in every parent I see, including my relationship with my parents. They would do anything for me. And I'm very excited to be able to share with you parents out there that part of life. It's this beautiful thing. And I love my wife dearly, and I was going to try to convince her to come up and sing today, but she was like, not this time, so that's why I played you the song. And I chose that song because it's very interesting, the concept of thinking of passing on, but still being able to like hover over your children and watch over them and be with them and know that in spirit you're all together. And isn't that what chiropractic is? There's a universal intelligence, there's an innate intelligence. It's unified. It's union instead of separation. And that clip that Michael put up, you know, you get, I like to think so analytical and all that jazz. And so whether it's socialism, communism, capitalism, you know, whether it's this or that system in a world system, you know, the bottom line is all of those isms have their idealistic structure. You know, I remember being blown away by the true definition of communism in an economic sense. You know, basically meaning like we all work hard and we all share and enjoy everything together. However, with human nature, obviously, that doesn't work. But look what's happening in capitalism. So the bottom line, what I'm getting at is, unless we really aspire to that golden rule, you know, since I'm a Christian, I'll just say to Jesus' words, you know, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. You know, that can be translated in all the faiths. And once we really tap into that, the world is never going to change. So for me, the biggest adjustment is loving each other. And I believe the only way we can truly do that, and I know I struggle with that all the time, but I am working on it all the time also because I'm focused on it, is to really understand who we really are, our identity, our spiritual identity. And that's where chiropractic and all the world faiths is totally aligned. And that's where chiropractic has the potential to change the world. Because our story and our truth is recognizing that. And so I do believe through adjustments and through sharing the story that people are changing every day in my practice and in your practice. And as time moves on, it's only since in 1895. If you think of history, I'm not a history buff, but, you know, paraphrasing, think of slavery.